Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Well, everybody, yes, we've reached that point again to where our favorite rumored intellectual properties actually get scrapped for Horror Nights. It happens every year for HHN speculation season, and it's happening again for this year's Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. If you guys are new here and you want to see more videos like the one that you're watching, make sure to subscribe down below with those bell notifications on, and leave this video a like at the end if you enjoyed it. It really does help out the channel a whole lot. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Horror Night Nightmares speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood version 4. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on regarding this speculation lineup. A lot has changed. There are some new developing properties that nobody thought in a million years would, become a maze this year for 2021. But I will say, if you've already seen the speculation map, I just want to say, I warned you guys. I warned you guys in my last HHN video, the Haunting of Hill House announcement. I warned you guys that this was going to happen. We'll do a little flashback to that right now. I'm hearing a lot of different things from multiple different people right now on rumors. And the rumors are kind of crazy, and I'm not going to talk about them publicly until I see other people talk about them publicly, but the rumors are just really nuts right now with this event. So yeah, those were just unofficial rumors that I was hearing, but now Horror Night Nightmares has posted the speculation map, which means that they're hearing something. And you know what, the Horror Night Nightmare speculation maps are pretty accurate all the time, even though they change throughout the year. I feel like since it's on version 4 already, that's version 4, then this is probably close to being an actual finalized official lineup. I want to say this before every speculation video that we do for Horror Nights, this is solely just speculation. There's nothing official here besides the one announcement that we have, which is the Haunting of Hill House. There's nothing official. This is all just based around speculation and the Horror Night Nightmare speculation map. So let's dive into the lineup real quickly, shall we? And I'll give my thoughts on the general thing right now. On the new map, we still have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Walking Dead attraction, The Haunting of Hill House, and The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. But for new additions, we have Halloween Kills, which was originally rumored as Halloween 3 Season of the Witch in the WATERWORLD queue, The Exorcist, which was originally rumored as Hill House going in the Soundstage, but now it's The Exorcist rumored for Soundstage 29, Terror Tram supposedly is going to come back, and now The Curse of Pandora's Box version 1 compared to version 2, which was updated a couple weeks ago, but I just figured I mentioned that since not a lot of people remember that we're getting the same exact maze reportedly. And then of course everybody's favorite dance group, the Jabberwockies. So that would make 7 mazes this year for Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, not including the Terror Tram, so 8 mazes if you will. Okay, but let's first talk about the obvious one, the elephant in the room that everyone's like, what in the world? A couple days ago there was a report on Twitter from a viewer saying, hey, I'm pretty sure I saw the Exorcist facade in Soundstage 29 since they had the building open. I could be wrong, but it looked a lot like the Exorcist facade. Now this one perfect with the rumors that I was hearing, because people are saying, oh, the Exorcist may be coming back, and obviously someone's seen the facade, and it's just one of those things that's a take my word for it type of thing. But then obviously movie howler Hayden, who's a friend of the channel, he also reported that he saw the Exorcist facade yesterday. So there's now been multiple reports of people seeing the Exorcist facade in Soundstage 29. I'm going to get out there next week. I'm going to see if they have the door open, if I can see if it's actually Exorcist or not, or maybe it's just them playing with our heads and it's actually something else and it just looks a lot like The Exorcist. But right now the big talk is The Exorcist is coming back to Halloween Horror Nights 2021 in Hollywood, which would make a total of 4 out of the 7 properties coming back to the event that we've already seen before in the same exact mazes as well. Unofficially, like I said, all rumors. Now as far as my thoughts go on The Exorcist Haunted House, in 2016 we had a killer lineup. I mean, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Blood Brothers. We had Halloween 2, American Horror Story, Freddy vs. Jason. It was a killer year for sure. Definitely one of my favorite years, if not my favorite year at any Halloween Horror Nights. Now the one that I felt was at the bottom of my list as far as ranking the different mazes and experiences go would be The Exorcist. The only reasoning is because of the amount of black wall usage throughout it. And yes, even though it was cool to finally see The Exorcist brought to life in Hollywood and just in a Horror Nights experience, because they had never seen that before and fans have been asking Murdy to do this property, it was still hard to pull off the maze. Obviously, since the whole movie takes place in one bedroom. Then that's it. I mean, I guess you can count the stair scene and everything, but literally the whole movie takes place in one bedroom. So how would Murdy pull this off? Well, he pulled it off by doing one really cool scene in the beginning, but then after that he used black wall transitions throughout every single bedroom scene, and in the 4 total bedroom scenes there was a different scene going on, and that was it. We had Pazuzu jumping out in the black wall scenes here and there, and then we also had the statues here at the end, which was not that detailed at all. But other than that, it was like a subpar maze. It was very amazing to see it come to the event, like I said, and see the facade, because the facade was really beautiful. But as far as the maze goes, it was just kind of like a whatever thing. Now in Orlando, it was a little bit different because Orlando actually, thought out of the box and how they can pull this movie out without having to use black hallways and not having to have the same bedroom scene throughout every single room of that. Now here's what I'm hoping, right? If The Exorcist is coming back and the rumors are true, that they do it somehow that Orlando does it, especially since now it's rumored for a soundstage. I feel like they need to add to it. They need to not have the same exact maze. And yes, that's why they're doing it, to have the same exact maze, because of budget cuts and whatnot. It'll be cheap to put up in the soundstage. But I can only think, why wouldn't they put that in the Curious George location and want to spend more time on the Haunting of Hill House in the soundstage, So here's to hoping that they're actually adding new scenes, if it is coming, to The Exorcist. I'm really hoping. I hope it's not the same exact maze, because I just feel like it's a waste of space in the soundstage if you're just going to put the same exact maze. If you're going to put the same exact maze, put it in Curious George, put it in the Mummy. I don't know. That's just my thought on it. Leave the big property for the soundstage. But then again, we saw how a big property went in the soundstage with Stranger Things 2 in 2019, so maybe that's not such a good idea. I'm real happy that the Bride of Frankenstein Lives has stayed on the map. It hasn't changed at all. I'm so excited to see how Hollywood pulls off the Bride of Frankenstein Lives, because in Orlando it was so good. I cannot wait to walk through it this year once again. Hopefully, knock on wood, that it comes back. And same with the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Those are 2 great houses. I always talk about those. But yeah, I cannot wait till Universal Monsters The Bride of Frankenstein Lives comes to Hollywood, and we get to experience a brand new maze, and we get to experience the Hollywood version of it. By the way, I officially booked everything for HHN 30 this year. It will be my first official year, even though I went to the light event last year. Flights, hotels, Unmasking the Horror, all that fun stuff is all booked. I'm excited to go and take you guys along with me. Now, as far as the Terror Tram goes, I don't know what the theme of it could be. They could probably just throw some random property on it. They could do Walking Dead if they wanted to make it cheap, or they can just have it be a generic monster Terror Tram, where they just have a bunch of random monsters like you'd see at a normal haunt that uses zombies and clowns and stuff, because there's no rumored theme for the Terror Tram. I'm sure they'll come up with one last minute, but right now, I don't know. Are they going to use Eli Roth? What's the deal? I would love to see Kudos the Clown come back, Hollywood Harry. That'd be fun, but who knows. Also, this is probably going to be the last year that we're going to see the Terror Tram if it does end up coming to the event this year, because it looks like they're preparing to clear land there. As far as the WATERWORLD sets go, Whoville's already gone. Bates Motel will probably be next. They already cleared the cabin across from that big blue screen right before you enter Fast and the Furious Supercharged. So yeah, this may be the very last year that we see Terror Tram. Okay, let's see what else. The Jabberwockies, don't care about them, gonna skip them. Walking Dead attraction, obviously that's been a big rumor. We know that the Walking Dead attraction is still there. Obviously they haven't destroyed it or anything, it's just sitting there, so that's definitely probably gonna come back. Halloween Kills, replacing Halloween 3 though. So that's interesting, right? Because I don't think that it's gonna be Halloween Kills. I do think that there's a possibility that Halloween 3 got scrapped, because that was just, we know they always try to do Halloween 3 in years prior and it just didn't work out, so that's just not, it's nothing surprising, if it did get scrapped and we're not getting Halloween 3 this year, it's nothing surprising. Halloween Kills, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that the movie is too new for it to happen, although it would be a cheap option because they can only give a preview of what is to come in the actual Halloween Kills movie. They don't have to actually do this full-on elaborate maze, so it'd be cheap for them to do, right? It'd be a perfect marketing move for Universal too. They can market the movie while also marketing the maze at the same time. We've seen this done with years prior, like Crimson Peak, the maze, having these mazes before the movies actually come out. They come out during the season. But if it is Halloween Kills, that'll be nice, because I know fans have been wanting to see the new versions of Halloween end up at Halloween Horror Nights and not just the old movies. So they want to see the Halloween 2018 and obviously now Halloween Kills, which releases this year in October. So it'd be fun to see. Am I opposed to it? No. Am I bummed that we wouldn't be getting Halloween 3? Yes, I would love Halloween 3 over Halloween Kills. I also think that there's a big possibility that instead of having Halloween Kills, it's just a generic Michael Myers maze. It's just Halloween with just different scenes from the different movies, because I'd much rather have that over Halloween Kills, since Halloween Kills still hasn't come out yet. That's the only reason why. After Halloween Kills comes out, I'd more than happily accept it next year at 2022's event, because then they can do a full out detailed maze and we already know exactly what's in the movie. You know, it doesn't have to be a preview in the maze and then we have to watch the movie to get the full experience. But that's just my take on it. There's also scare zones listed on this map, which have been in question whether or not Hollywood's going to get scare zones and they're just going to have mazes with no scare zones, but there are scare zones listed on this map with a lower lot scare zone, so that'll be exciting if that's true. They'll probably just be generic scare zones, last minute things, but nonetheless, the Hollywood scare actors just kill it, so they make the scare zones the most. You know, the theming and the detail and the storyline of the scare zones are great, but it is the Hollywood scare actors that absolutely kill it and make it the best experience possible. Alright everybody, but that pretty much sums it up for this speculation map provided by Horror Night Nightmares. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on everything going on, especially the Exorcist. I just can't wait for another HHN announcement. Like, we got Haunted of Hill House, and I'm so excited for more. Hopefully there's one this week, or next week, or maybe tickets go on sale. Who knows? I'm excited. Just know that you need to subscribe with those bell notifications on, because we will let you know as soon as we find out from Universal, and we'll have all the juicy details in a video the next day or that same day. My name is Scott from SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.